What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Pyro. I got a whole lot of feedback. I had a whole lot of questions come at me about the last trap video, so I wanted to do one more. We have some additional updates that are going to help you even hit harder, and I wanted to address a couple questions. Most of the questions that came at me were talking about what were the fillers like in your rally. Is that the reason that the numbers showed the way it did? If you are in state 1 through 285, your rally's fillers, heroes, don't matter. The troop level and troop type do, but these are really consistent in all of my testing. You're not going to see any huge variance. If you're in state 286 to whatever state they've gone up to now, the fillers, heroes do matter, but the same data applies when you're setting the rally and to maximize your points and to maximize your damage you're doing to the trap. So in the first one I set this with Tyler, Tweak, and Ash. For me, this hits the hardest, and that's because I don't have Wolf as a high enough level. And I'll get into that here shortly, but your level means a lot. So Wolf I have as a Lieutenant Colonel, and Ash I have as a General. So I get more troops, and it is stronger. Okay, so see what I did right there? I used that same setup in this rally, except I went 100% Hunter. I had at least 7 people message me and tell me to try it with just Hunter. And this is crazy because this isn't showing this in the simulator when I run it. So I'm always willing to take some chances to do some testing. So I was curious how it would go. So throughout this video, you're going to see I ran a couple more tests for you to show you what I was pulling with 5th gen heroes in the next one. And then after that, I did it with Tyler, Tweak, and Wolf. So speaking about the difference between the hero levels that you have and the hero power that you have. Dion in our alliance, he's got Roxy doing, a leveled up pretty high. I believe she's a general for him. But Tyler is not a general. And so that comes into 2 things. One, the power is not quite there to make this more of effective. And second, you don't get as many troops. That's 2 things. Obviously, the more troops you put into this, the more power or damage it's going to cause when it hits. So that power means a lot for me. When I launch Wolf instead of Ash, I'm seeing over 2,000 less troops, plus the power. There's a big difference in power between a Lieutenant Colonel and a General. So I'm going to read off some stats for you. The first one that I launched that had 5% infantry, 25% rider, 70% hunter. It caused 337,000 damage. For the points that I received, I had 4.9 million points. Now, so with that same setup, I went 100% hunter. So the heroes were Tyler, Tweak, and Ash. Went 100% hunters, and it jumped up to 343,000 damage. So 6,000 damage points. And I got 5.2 million points of damage. So when I ran it back with the Gen 5, and I went ahead and hit Roxy, Tweak, and then Eli, with my normal setup that I was doing 5%, 25%, 70. I only had 308,000. I cost 308,000 damage points, and only got 4.3 million damage points. So in my last one, I did Tyler, Tweak, and Wolf. Like I said, I had 2,000 less troops in it, and I had 337,000 damage. So it was 4,000 damage less than I had with Ash. But my points were the same. It was 5.2 million points. Technically, Wolf was just a little bit higher in the points that I received, but Ash caused a little bit more damage. So, best trap setup. Hero strength means a lot. That means the amount of troops you can send and the overall power that it hits the trap with. But brute strength and your highest level heroes doing that Hulk smash approach, not the best approach. So think about this when you're leveling up. your heroes, because this does affect how many points you're getting, which affects the amount of hero parts. And the parts lead to higher gear, which equals higher stats, and the better you'll be able to play in the game. Also, 100% hunter. And look, I know people are still hesitant on this top 7 rally approach and only setting and filling that top 7 with the top 7. But look, it works. And if you can do this with the top 7, run these heroes and use as much hunter as you can. And I'm really talking about the fillers using hunter. I see a lot of 33, 33, 33 type fills. But if you can stack the hunters, you're sending in those top 7 rally leaders rallies, you're going to really do a lot more damage, which is going to get more points, which is going to kill higher level traps, which all in all gets everybody on your team more hero parts. So I'm always willing to listen to more advice that you may have. I love these tips that are coming in. I love the questions that are coming in. Don't be afraid to find me on Discord or in the game. Send me feedback, questions. It might take me just a little bit to reply, but I'm doing pretty well on replying to all the questions and feedback that's coming in. So with that, I appreciate you. Good luck to you and your teams doing better at the trap and defeating higher level traps. See ya.